Welcome to Doron Yoga, everybody. You know, it's getting late, it's evening, you're maybe getting ready to bed. You decided to skip too much Netflix and just to go open your hips a bit before you're going to go to a really sweet, delicious, deep sleep. So let's do a class that's today and just going to be a gentle but nice preparation for that. Starting seated, just do a few head and neck rotations. Believe me, I know it's not your hips, but we just want to warm up a bit and release all the tension from the day. Go to the other side when you're ready. Cracking up is usually really good for releasing any tension you have. So feel free, laugh out loud even, okay? Once you finish the head and neck rotation, we'll place the left hand down, take the right arm up, and just go for a gentle side stretch. Some of us will stay here, some of us will need to have the hand on a block. Some of us will lower the forearm down. Inhale, slowly coming up. And we'll do the second side. Left hand down, right arm up, stretching the side of the body and finding your variation. And just remember that it's okay if not both sides are the same. That usually means you're human. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to take a little twist here, just to the right, twisting to the right. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, open up, especially from your thoracic, from your upper back. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, Gomukhasana, the cow face. Don't you just love it? We're going to take the right knee, place it forward, and we're going to take the left leg on top of it. For many of us, this is like not so easy, not so accessible. Feel free, sit on a block. Ooh, much nicer. And then over time, working on knee over knee. Knee over knee doesn't happen. Kasha is showing you another variation where you put the block between the knees. That is another beautiful option. From here, some of us just stay here. Some of us, if you don't feel much even without the block, you can forward fold. If you forward fold and you are ready to fall asleep and you feel nothing, only if that is the case, you may want to move the feet forward. However, if it's already intense, please don't do so, because if you push hip openers too much, they don't break your hips, but rather your knees. So always respect your hips and breathe into it. Nothing is better preparation to go to sleep than slowing down your breath, deepening the exhales. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to switch sides, gently switching. If you're on the block, stay on the block, please. The left knee is closer down, the right knee is up. Again, if you need to put the block as a spacer, please do so. And whenever you're ready, forward fold. Or not, right? If it's intense enough without. Lovely, the block for the forehead. Finding what works for you. How much can you soften? Beyond the breath, it's great to scan the body to make sure. Sometimes it's just a micromillimeter or a centimeter of release in the shoulders. Sometimes it's just a bit of space between the eyebrows. A softening around the eyes. Sense of softness in the fingertips. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to go a bit to the hip flexors because it's also really lovely. So we're going to go to Virasana, or Supta Virasana. Virasana for many of us will not happen, and if it doesn't happen, a block. When I say a block, and if you have like 20 blocks or 3 cushions, that's also great. You're going to sit here on the block and maybe already feel it. If it's hurting your ankles, pat it. Put some soft something material underneath. And that's it. For some of us, staying right here is all we need. For some of us, we can lower down onto our backs. If you lower down onto your back, that's amazing. You can also lower down partway. You can lower down hands partway or all the way down. If you've reached all the way down and you feel nothing, then by all means, Kasha is showing how you can bend one knee. So you go down, you release the leg, and as you bring it closer to the chest, it will create the intensity. If you need to do that, please join Kasha. Otherwise, stay as you are, knees down, just relaxing, again, softening. If you've taken one knee, maybe now is a great time to switch to the other leg. Bless you. If all this is relatively easy, try to keep the knees slightly moving in towards each other. And also, and this is a bit more challenging, for many of us there's a big arch in the lower back. I try to flatten a little bit the lower back, just a bit. We don't want too much effort. We want to be mostly chilling out. Really softening. It's almost like you can feel not only your forehead, but all the skin of your face and head just softening and relaxing. Sometimes you can't help but give it a little smile. It feels so nice. You feel your mat or the carpet, or maybe you're on your bed, wherever you are. Just really calming. Whenever you will be ready to leave, to come out, just go slow, right? The exit should be slow. Releasing the legs. Maybe if you're all the way down, you use the elbows, maybe the hands. Whatever is needed, you release. If you're on your back, you can stay on your back because we are going to do that thread the needle on the back, sometimes known as figure 4. So we're going to bend the left knee and bring the right ankle onto the left thigh. We're going to work on the left thigh coming closer. The right hand will thread through between the legs and either hold the thigh or, if it can, the shin. Left hand from the outside, either thigh or shin. Once you've got this, work on gently bringing the thigh close to the chest. Try not to round too much in the back, but rather keep the tailbone at least somewhat down. Gentle pull in the belly and gently allowing the legs to come closer to the chest. Some people feel better with flexing the foot, especially the right. If it feels better on your knee, great. If not, no need. And once you've done this, see, for most of us, the shoulders are a bit tense. If you can just bring your awareness and see if they can drop down just a tiny, weeny bit. Soft, slow, deep exhale. Nice, we're going to switch sides. And take your time to get into the pose. The left arm went through the legs, the right arm from the outside, either behind the thigh or holding the shin. Hips stay somewhat down, legs come closer in. And if you've noticed that you're cranking in the neck, try to lengthen a bit in the neck. It's like the chin comes closer towards the collarbones, towards the chest. not forcing anything, allowing it to happen. Very beautiful. Slowly release. At this point, we are going to bring the feet together, the knees to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana, sometimes called reclined goddess. Allowing the knees to fall to the side. If it's too intense for you, you can place blocks underneath the knees, underneath the thighs. Some people feel better with a little cushion underneath the hips. All are great. Start to really give yourself the opportunity to surrender. Wherever you feel good with the hands, it can be a beginning of a shavasana, so hands may be palms up on the ground. Maybe they're on the thighs or the belly. Once you found your position, awareness of the breath. Take a slow, slow, slow exhale. Even allow it to go a little deeper than what is naturally happening for you. And then let the inhale be whatever length it wants to be. And again, the exhale just a tad longer, smoother than what would naturally happen. Last round with you. Slight control, slightly deepening the exhale. And then without any control, just be aware of your breath. Most likely it will anyway slow down right now, deepen. As the breath softens, so does your mind. As your mind softens, so does your emotional body. Feeling of melting, no more tension, just softness and ease. You're welcome to stay here if it feels good for you to straighten the legs for just a few more breaths of deep relaxation. To come out of the pose, we'll take a slight longer inhale. We'll bring the knees up and hug them into the chest. A sense of loving care to yourself. If you're continuing from here right to sleep, may you have a sweet night. If you're coming up to tell us good night, slowly roll onto your right side. Come up to sit. We thank you so much for practicing with us. May you have deep rest. Namaste.